Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching I Allegedly. And people are not spending money like they used to. Not at all. And there's a couple telltale signs of this in the economy that I want to share with you. So please like the video. Please subscribe to this channel. And today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold. But let's get right into it. Right now, tourism is down an absolute ton. And you can look no further than this area right here, Laguna Beach, California, and Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, Las Vegas, the average person, tipped individual, say that their tips seasonally are off 50%. 50, not 5, not 10, not 15, guys, 50%. So the average person is making half of what they would make normally on tips. And let's face it, guys, all these people, the idea of getting one of these jobs as a valet, working in a restaurant, working in a hotel in any fashion, whether it's the salon, the tattoo shop, anything, is the tips that you get from people, and people talking about how they are off an absolute ton right now. So this is a real problem. Here in Laguna, to give you guys an idea, what you're seeing is that totally dead, guys. The beach is dead. I drove up here and didn't have any problem finding parking. So for the price of a parking meter, I get to take advantage of the beach. This is unbelievable, guys. It's a nice summer day. Clouds are just clearing, and no issue finding a place to park. It's not busy at all. So people are just not spending the money. They're not driving as much. They're not traveling as much. And the one thing I get a kick out of is as I looked for airline flights for my next business trip, I was floored at how expensive things were when people are traveling less. Plenty of seats on every plane, but the price of an airline ticket, these deals that they're bragging about, are non-existent right now. Think about this one too. Is this an immigration thing, or is this just the sign of the times? We are seeing 10% less traffic accidents in the United States in major cities. Well, why is that? Is it because of the immigration problems and because less people are on the road, or just people driving less in general? I think it's the latter. I think we're having more people that are just driving less right now. I really, really do. So here in California, it's funny. We have 2 refineries that are going to close. It's going to immediately make gas go to $8 a gallon here in our state because we have the highest taxes in the country when it comes to gasoline, and there is no deal that's going to be struck with this. The government is now trying to sell and find a buyer for one of the refineries, the Valero refineries. Valero. You know what? Now they want to be in the gas business. Think about this, guys. It's ridiculous. So you're seeing things have a major impact. You're starting to see things that didn't happen in the past. Summer travel is off, and you can sit there and you can go crazy and go week to week to week, but when you've had basically 2 months of summer right now, with June and July, you have to look at these numbers. And Vegas gambling revenue is up right now because people want to hit it rich and bet the ranch that they're going to, leave with more money than they came, which 99% of the people don't. And you're starting to see the fact that people just are not spending the money when they go out. Traveling is expensive, food is expensive, and tipping is outrageous, guys. Absolutely outrageous. So, one thing I'm going to do in the coming weeks, I'm going to go to that Tesla diner because it's just chaotic, guys. People are waiting in line for hours to eat. If you drive up with a Tesla, you can charge your Tesla and eat in the car. I hear the food is crap, but it's kind of funny that they're making such a big deal out of this place. The neighbors hate it because they say it's like living next to a rave. So you have all that music, all the mess, all the sound, everything that nobody wants to hear. And, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So let me know if you're in this industry. Let me know if you're seeing this. If you're in the insurance industry, let us know if you're seeing less auto accidents. Are there more car thefts right now? I think it's just a sign of the times, guys, that we're seeing all these different changes. You know, one thing that I got a kick out of 2 years ago is I talked about how JCPenney's, how I was surprised that they were still in business. And I had this man, it was almost like he was crying when he wrote me about how I need to be nice to this great company and how that's the greatest store chain in the world. Clearly he was invested in that, or he worked there or something. But JCPenney's just announced that they're closing and selling 119 stores. So again, they filed bankruptcy 4 years ago. They pulled themselves out of it, but they're not stable. What retail store is stable right now? I don't know of any of them right now that are really solid gold right now. So JCPenney's is going to go by the wayside like Sears did. That's my opinion. But it'll be interesting to see if that little sweet girl writes me back about how upset he was about me making fun of JCPenney's. Again, 119 stores closing, being sold. Let me know what you think. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. Guys, let's just go through the facts right now. Central banks are buying more gold than ever before. They're doing this at a record pace to hedge themselves against tariffs, to hedge themselves against inflation and an unstable global economy. Patriot Gold Group has been #1 rated for 9 years in a row now. Contact them today. 888-330-1431 is the phone number. If you don't want to call, use the link below to get a hold of them. They will answer all your questions. It's very easy to buy gold and silver and all types of precious metals from them. They have over 10,000 clients that have done business with them. They have done over $1 billion in transactions. They're clearly doing something right. Contact them today before it's too late. They have the no fee for life IRA and qualifying rollovers. They have 401ks that are backed by precious metals, but contact them today. Let them answer all your questions. 888-330-1431. Do it now before it's too late. Contact Patriot Gold Group. Now, remember that the economy is having issues. It's not all sunshine and roses and everything fantastic. Think about this. Ford, the car company, just announced horrible numbers. You know, you can buy their stock right now for a major car company for $10. Okay? They have a 5% rebate is what they usually average. Okay, God, we got to get Bob Kudla back on here about this stuff and the economy, and I'll call him today. But guys, I'm telling you, there is a problem right now with this. There's a problem because they're blaming tariffs on this that haven't kicked in until today. Okay, it's the tariffs that you don't want to buy a $100,000 truck. I saw a deal the other day for an F-150 pickup truck, someplace in the middle of the country. You get it for $399 a month on a lease. The only problem is it's 7,000 miles a year. That means the car, you'd walk out and look at the car. 7,000 miles, you know, few miles that is. Anyways, Ford's in trouble. Ford's in real trouble. The next thing is we talked a lot about mergers and how people are going to merge out of survival. Well, the train companies, the two largest train companies, are merging right now. And the thing about this that's fascinating is it's Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern. They just formed an $85 billion merger. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to create a train company that's going to be able to get you from the West Coast to the East Coast for freight shipping. First time ever. Normally you have to take, hey, we can get you to Nebraska, and then Nebraska to so-and-so or Iowa or whatever. Now it's going to be able to be cross-country. Will that be a good thing? Yes, it will be. But let's face it, these companies did this for survival. Now, the next thing is Fox. Fox News Corporation just bought 25% of the Penske company. Now, that's the racing company. That owns Indy 500. They own all that stuff. And again, the Penske Group did this for financial survival, guys. That's what this is all about. And you can sit there and say, oh, they make so much money. No. They'd rather have the media. They'd rather have, now that racing is becoming popular, Formula One, everything else, Indy car, NASCAR, everything, they're going to own 25% of that. And that's a huge, huge deal, guys. But what it comes along with the Penske company is the media buy. So that's a big deal for this. So I'm telling you, you're going to see a lot of mergers. You're going to see a lot of things happen because when you look at attendance for things like the MLB, how it's down overall. Oh, yeah, well, the good teams aren't playing as well, and Aaron Judge is injured. No, guys. It's people don't have the money to spend $150 a seat to go to a baseball game. Last year, I did a great video that did really, really well where I said the NFL is dead. And the NFL is dead, but you could sit there and literally get tickets for $20 to an NFL game. $8 in some sections, some seats. Again, not the two best teams, but that's what you were seeing. This is going to happen again, guys. You're going to see more and more shenanigans like this, and you're going to see more and more mergers and problems. You know, my last video, I talked about how 270 pilots to fly planes for Spirit Airlines are done. And again, when I looked at airline flights for my next trip, I'm like, why don't I just drive and save myself $1,000? So it's all relative, guys. You have to look at the finances for everything. You know, going out to dinner, I don't want to navigate a menu with a restaurant. I don't want to sit there and go to a restaurant, and if I have a date and she wants a glass of wine or a bottle of wine, I don't want to surcharge on that. It's one thing to bring your own wine in and have a charge, for corking fee, that's one thing. I don't care about that. But the point is that to sit there and get these nonsense hidden BS charges is ridiculous. Let me know what you think about this. And again, these mergers are happening more and more and more. What do you think about that? I'm going to finish this video with these last few things. First things first, we have a private channel called I Allegedly Live that I'm incredibly proud of. And we are now in the App Store, guys. You can go to the App Store and search I Allegedly, and you can become part of the private channel, which is fantastic. And I want to thank my agent and his entire team for getting me on there. And it's been worthwhile to do that. So many of you have already signed up since I announced this yesterday. Thank you. One thing that I always implore people to do is have their finances ready for any unforeseen situation. My cousin called me this morning and said, hey, my landlord is going to sell the house when my lease ends, towards the end of the year. And, I wanted to buy a house, but I had a standing agreement that once the lease ended, it would go month to month to month. And he wanted to buy next spring. So now he's in the situation where he doesn't want to sign another year lease with somebody else. He's got to go look for a house, but his finances are in order. But you've got to get yourself ready for a situation like this. Unforeseen problems, good and bad. This guy is a doctor, law professor, blah, 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 blah. He's really important. Okay, he's watching this right now going blah, 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 blah. Anyways, because of his position with his job, he can get a really good interest rate in a loan, and he is going to benefit from this situation dramatically. Hopefully he's going to be able to buy a house in the area that he wants. He's looking for in 2 different states right now. His kids are grown. Kids are about the same age as mine, so he's in a good spot. So there's that. Now, 2 things to finish this video that I want to bring up to you, and that is, the first one is Hertz. Remember last month we talked about Hertz doing the AI shenanigans when you turn the cars in? I'm telling you, I had dozens of calls of people that they have to videotape and audio tape and film their car, but when they pick it up and when they turn it in, it's the same thing. Well, a longtime Hertz client had a water bubble on his car, and they said it was damaged and you can't dispute it. He's like, look, it's a water stain, guys. It's not me. I didn't do anything to the car. So again, this is going to become a bigger problem. So I'm telling you guys, watch your finances. I tell everybody this time and time again to do this. Final thing, guys, is Navaria, Ohio. There was a Taco Bell where the employees had a little bit of a scam. And what they did was they went out and they started to charge people's credit cards. Look at your credit card charges, guys. Make sure you know what's going on there. And again, if there was a Taco Bell charge, I would sit there and go, wait a second. What they also did was set up 2 bogus accounts, one that said jim.com, JIM.com, and one of them had another code on it. Let's see if I can get that for you real quick. But the point is that, guys, I'm telling you, watch your bills. Make sure you protect yourself, because you never know when people are going to do this. Now, the feds are involved because this is a felony, guys, to do this. So the Taco Bell scheme is what they're calling it. But again, people that have these charges, I'm not going to look through this too much, but gym.com, I love that one. And, so let me know if you've ever had a scam like this. Let us all know. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. The story is the last story in the video description. And I will see you guys very soon. But again, watch your finances, because you never know what's going to happen, good and bad. I'll see you soon.